The 1950s, an era of Cold War paranoia, drive-in theaters, and monsters that look like your uncle in a wetsuit. But not all horror from the 50s was campy creature feature stuff. Some of it was genuinely terrifying, creeping, crawling, oozing. Today we're talking about the most underrated horror classic of the atomic age. No, it's not Attack of the Giant Salad Fork. It's the Quatermass Xperiment, aka the creeping unknown, aka the reason I'll never trust astronauts again.
Maggie, look!
What is it?
Down!
What is it?
Get down!
1955, Hammer Films drops a bomb. Not a literal one this time. The Quatermass Xperiment crashes into the scene like a rocket returning from a very bad trip. Here's the pitch. 3 astronauts go to space, 1 returns. Sounds like a bad HR situation, right? Except the survivor is slowly turning into a gooey alien creature with the complexion of microwaved meatloaf. And suddenly we're off to the body horror races.
Looks as though the life was drawn right out of him.
Have the body examined by a head pathologist.
Unlike most 1950s horror, this one isn't about punching monsters or kissing in bunkers. It's about science going way, way too far. Professor Quatermass, our resident buzzkill in a lab coat, is all logic and zero bedside manner. He's the kind of guy who'd see you melting and say, "Fascinating, let's poke it with a stick." And the tone, pure dread. This isn't Monster of the Week. It's mutate at your own risk.
Well, that takes care of my supper tonight.
Before Cronenberg made you question your own skin, before the fly started vomiting on donuts, there was Victor Carroon. 1 minute, he's a dazed astronaut. The next, he's absorbing animals, growing tentacles, and where does he go for his big final stand? A cathedral. Because why not terrify the congregation and the pigeons? The monster design is impressively gross for the time. No CGI, no digital wizardry, just latex, lighting, and actual bovine entrails. Yes, they used real tripe and cow guts to bring the creature to life. And for those squirmy close-ups, that's a live octopus, folks. It's like someone raided a butcher shop and said, "Let's make art." The Quatermass Xperiment is the weird British cousin of The Thing and Alien. Creepy, smart, and slightly too polite. It was one of the first horror films to say, hey, maybe space exploration isn't a fun weekend hobby. It's got atmosphere, it's got tension, it's got a guy slowly turning into an angry alien smoothie. So why isn't it on every best of the 50s list? Maybe because Americans couldn't pronounce Quatermass. Maybe because it didn't come with a giant radioactive bug. But trust me, it deserves a rewatch. Preferably with the lights turned on. So next time you're digging through black and white horror, watch the Quatermass Xperiment. And remember, if your astronaut buddy comes back acting weird, maybe don't let him near your pets.